Hello 6th grader, today we will go on our students book page, which page 88. Firstly we will listen a listening part. It's about what? It's about 3 school trips, and then we will do exercise about it. Firstly you look at these photos and try to answer this question. Where did the pupils go? What did they do there? In the first picture, what do you think about it? Pupils means students, the same meaning. Okay. Now you think about this picture while you are listening. Okay, let's start to listen.
CD 2, track 33. Listen to the radio interview.
Today we're talking to 3 young people about school trips they'll never forget. So Hannah, tell us about your trip.
Hi. 6 weeks ago we went to a history museum.
Sounds fun. What did you do?
We went to a school there. It wasn't a modern school, it was a 19th century school. We had to wear clothes from that time, but it was too cold to take off our coats.
Wow! Did you have lessons there?
Yes, we did. The girls sat on one side of the classroom and the boys on the other one. Everybody had to stand up when the teacher came in. We were really afraid of him.
Did you have a good time?
Yes, but at the end of the day, the teacher said, "You will not go home if you don't pass this test." We were really scared, but he was joking with us. The test was easy enough for everyone to pass.
Thanks, Hannah. Now, Toby, have you ever done anything unusual on a school trip?
Yes, I have. We went to a Spanish day.
What's that?
We had Spanish lessons in the morning, and then in the afternoon we had dancing classes.
Did you enjoy the lessons?
No, I'm terrible at languages, so the Spanish class was too difficult for me. And when my teacher started dancing in the afternoon, I was too embarrassed to look.
You'll certainly remember that day. And you, Kate?
We went to the zoo.
And what happened?
There was a party for the monkeys.
Are you serious?
Yes, it was great fun. One of the little monkeys wasn't tall enough to get to the table. He got really upset and started crying, so we helped him.
Thank you. If you have a school trip story, email us.
Okay, now we will try to answer the question in exercise 1. Where did the pupils go? Where did the students go? In the first picture, the pupils went to a history museum. Yes, and they listened history about it. And then in second picture, the pupils went to where? Zoo, yes. And the third picture, they went to where? A Spanish day. Okay. Now, in exercise 3, we will answer the question. The first question. The first question is, you look at, I am reading now. The first one is, did Hannah and her friends take off their coats? Take off their coats means, take off their coats, kıyafetlerini, kabanlarını çıkarmak. Yes, take off their coats. Let's look at it. Yes, we went to a history museum, and then we had to wear clothes from that time, but it was too cold to take off our coats. Then the answer is no, they didn't take off their coats. Why? Because it was too cold. Very cold, very, very cold. Okay. And then 2. Question 2, what is it? How did Hannah and her friends, her classmates, feel about the teacher? Let's look at it, feel about the teacher. Everyone had to stand up when the teacher came in. We are really afraid of him. Yes, and they, Hannah and her classmates, were afraid of the teacher. Okay, and question 3. What did Toby think about the Spanish lesson? Now, we look at Toby parts. Yes, Toby and his classmates went to a Spanish day. And then Toby, the question is, what is it? What did Toby think about the Spanish lesson? No, I am terrible at languages, so the Spanish class was too difficult for me. Then the answer is, Toby thought that the Spanish class was too difficult for him. Okay. And then question 4, did Toby have fun in dancing class? Why or why not? Okay, and then dancing class. I was too embarrassed when my teacher started dancing in the afternoon. No, then the answer is, no, Toby didn't have fun. He was too embarrassed when his teacher started dancing in the afternoon. Embarrassed means, yes, utanma. Okay. And then the question 5. Did Kate have a good time? Les and Kate and her classmates went to the zoo. And did Kate have a good time? Yes, it was great fun. Then the answer is yes, Kate had a good time at the zoo. Okay, the last question is, why did the little monkey feel sad? The last question in exercise 3. Why did the little monkey feel sad? No, one of the little monkeys wasn't tall enough to get to the table. Then the answer is why? Because the little monkey, wasn't tall enough to get to the table. What does it mean? Wasn't tall enough means yeteri kadar uzun değildi. Yes, it wasn't tall enough to get to the table. Okay, now we will go on exercise 4. In this exercise, we will do a matching. Match the words with the tables. Match the words with the pictures. Yes, and the first picture A. Which adjective? Yes, tired. Tired means, I think that you have known it, exhausted. Tired means you're good. And then B, picture B. Yes, upset, sad, the same meaning, üzgün. And then C, picture C. Afraid, yes, afraid of something. And picture D. Bored, yes, bored means sıkılmak. And E, picture E. Excited, yes. Heyecanlı olmak, excited about something. And F. Angry, yes, sinirli. And G, embarrassed, yes, utanmak. And H, interested or surprised. Interested, yes, ilgili olmak. Interested in something. And interested in new projects. And the last one, surprised, yes, şaşırmak. Now, check it. Okay. Now, we will go on another listening activity. Take your workbook, page 79. There is a listening activity. It's about what? April Fool's Day. Yes, April Fool's Day means 1 Nisan. Yes, and then the students played a joke, their teacher, when April Fool's Day. Okay, now let's listen and then try to answer question in exercise 4. Okay, now listen.
Track 8. Listen and answer.
You'll never guess what happened in my class today. What? Well, it's April Fool's Day. So we played a joke on our biology teacher. Really? Why her? Because she's the only one with a good sense of humour. Right, you don't want an angry teacher. So what did you do? Well, we planned it last week. We looked on the internet for April Fool's jokes and decided to create a crime scene in the biology classroom. What? A what? A crime scene. You make it look like there was a murder there, in the classroom. We had biology after morning break, so some of us prepared it at break time. Okay, and what did you do? One of the boys lay down on the floor like a dead body, and we got some white chalk and drew a line around him, like you see the police do in films. I see. And then did you wait for your teacher to come in? No, we left the classroom. Someone brought some thick tape. You know, the kind of tape the police use. So, we put it across the door opening to stop anyone going into the class. It was yellow, so it looked very realistic. And when the teacher arrived, we were all waiting outside the classroom. We told her that no one could go in because it was a crime scene. What did she say? Well, she looked worried. She wanted to go and ask for another classroom. So she believed you? I suppose so, yes. Then everyone said, April Fool. Did she laugh? Yes, she thought it was really funny. But at the end of the class, she told us to prepare for an exam on Tuesday. Was that her joke for April Fools? I'm afraid not. We do have an exam on Tuesday.
Okay, let's answer the question about the listening part. Now, second one, they looked for April Fool's jokes in books or on the internet. Which one? On the internet, that's correct. They made it look like there was a murder in the classroom, in the main hall. Main hall means corridor. In the classroom, yes, it's okay. And they prepare it at lunchtime or break time. Lunchtime or break time. Break time, not lunchtime. They waited for the teacher to came in or leave the classroom. Came in, okay. And then the teacher looked how? The teacher looked worried, means endişeli, and angry, sinirli. Worried, yes. And then the last one, the teacher told or didn't tell the class an April Fool's joke. Told, yes. Let's check it. Okay. Sorry, didn't tell. The teacher didn't tell the class on April Fool's joke. Okay, and in this part there is a word. There is a word and good sense of humor. What does it mean, good sense of humor? Yes, espri anlayışı iyi olan. Yes, because the students played a joke. Their biology teacher. Why? Because she is the only one with a good sense of humor. Espriden anlayan, espri anlayışı iyi olan. Good sense of humor. Okay, now that's enough today. See you next lesson.